Hello, EastEnders fans. Welcome back to the channel, your home for all the latest spoilers, drama updates, and everything you need to know about Walford's finest. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a moment of the chaos. Today's episode is packed with jaw-dropping twists and gut-wrenching moments, especially for Lexi and the gang. Trust me, you won't want to miss a second. Buckle up because the drama's about to get real. We begin today's spoilers with a bombshell that's going to have everyone talking. Lexi. Yes, little Lexi is in for a major shock. Imagine finding a letter from your estranged father, only to believe it's his final words. This week, Lexi stumbles across one of Phil's letters, and what happens next could change everything. She's still completely unaware of his whereabouts. Billy is doing everything he can to keep her in the dark. Can you blame him? The kid's been through enough already. But now she's about to read something that will turn her world upside down. It's like a slow-motion car crash. We know it's coming, but we just can't look away. Later, in a tense moment, Nigel nearly lets it slip about Phil's fate in front of Lexi. Lexi, desperate for answers, misinterprets everything and assumes the worst. And who could blame her? She's already been through so much with Phil being in and out of her life. With Lexi distraught, she rushes to Billy, desperate for comfort. This is where things get real emotional. It's hard to watch, isn't it? Especially when you know Billy is torn between protecting Lexi and the painful reality of what's going on behind closed doors. But wait, hold your horses, because we've got more explosive drama on the way. Trust me, stay with me. Now, let's shift gears and talk about Harry. Oh boy, Harry. If you were watching last week, you know he didn't exactly have a stellar night. Fast forward to this week, and let's just say, Harry is worse for wear after one too many drinks. You've got to love the way he bumbles through life, don't you? He's definitely one of those characters you love to hate, but you can't look away from. So, what happens when a man like Harry gets too much to drink and decides to pick a fight? Not good things, my friends. Harry makes a fool of himself at the Albert and, wait for it, he picks a fight with Felix. Of all people, the tension in Walford is so thick you could cut it with a knife. It's no surprise that Nicola and Teddy have to step in to sort him out. You know, when those two get involved, it's only a matter of time before things get messy. But here's the twist. In the process, they end up dragging Harry back home, nursing his bruised ego, and probably giving him a good talking to about keeping it together. Does he listen? Probably not. But that's what makes Harry so Harry, isn't it? What happens next, though, is a game changer for Nicola. We've seen her struggling with some questionable decisions lately, and this week, she finds herself caught in the middle of a dangerous drug deal. Ravi, always the opportunist, drags her into the mess when he informs her about a new supply of drugs circulating around Walford East. And guess who's caught right in the middle of it? That's right, Nicola. You can feel the tension building already. Will she back out? Or will she take a deeper plunge into this dangerous underworld? But hold on, we're not done yet. If you think things couldn't get more complicated, let's talk about Junior's business plans. It's clear that Nicola's tangled up in some seriously murky waters. She tries to convince Teddy to withdraw his support for Junior's plans. We all know that family loyalties can be so messy, and Nicola's got one foot in both camps. It's a balancing act no one should have to deal with, but here she is. Do you think she's doing the right thing, or is this going to blow up in her face? You can't have an episode of EastEnders without some family drama. This week, it's all about the funeral plans for a beloved character. Jean and Ruby are at odds over how things should be done, and of course, Kathy gets caught in the middle of their disagreement. Honestly, could you imagine being Kathy in that position? I wouldn't want to be in her shoes. The tension between Jean and Ruby is palpable, and you can bet this is going to cause more problems down the line. It's a case of who's going to blink first. And it could get very ugly. What's next? How is Lexi going to cope with the truth about Phil? Is Harry going to take responsibility for his actions? Or will he keep spiraling? And how will Nicola navigate her involvement in a dangerous drug scheme? Plus, who will emerge victorious in the family feud between Jean and Ruby? Trust me, you're going to want to be here for it. You won't believe your eyes when you see how this all unfolds. So, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the twists, turns, and emotional moments.